Hi everyone, welcome to Decode Australia. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd of December 2020. My name is Tamer.
My name is Yvonne.
And we're going to start with the Kiwi US dollar.
The New Zealand dollar inched lower against the US dollar on Tuesday, decreasing the price of the Kiwi USDJPY to less than 72 cents ahead of the release of US gross domestic product annualized news.
Currently, this pair, the New Zealand US dollar, is trading around the 71.01 level. Looking at the chart closely, we can see the following support levels which may prove difficult to overcome. At support 1 is at 69.09, which is the 38.2% Fibonacci level. Second support is at 68.96, which is the low of November 22nd this year. Finally, the third support is at 68.25, which is the lower trendline arm.
And on the upside, the Kiwi USDJPY may hit a few critical resistance levels. Looking at the chart carefully, the first resistance will be 0.7169, which is the major horizontal resistance level. The second resistance will be 0.7200 even, which is the psychological number. And the third resistance will be 0.7246, which is the high of February 19, 2017.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So the news we need to pay attention to is the US GDP annualized news. The US Bureau of Economic Analysis anticipates releasing numbers for the US GDP annualized news later on today, which is the 22nd. According to economists' view, the US annualized GDP news registered a reading of 33.1% in the third quarter this year, as compared to a reading of 33.1% in the third quarter previous year.
The stats for the US gross domestic product news reflect the total monetary value of products, including goods, structures, and services produced inside the country over the given time. The US gross domestic product is an important economic indicator. The numbers for the US GDP news also reveals the pace of economic activity at which the US economy progresses or deteriorates. Generally speaking, higher reading is positive for the US economy. However, it suggests a bearish market for the Kiwi USDJPY ahead and vice versa.
Okay, so in conclusion, considering the price movement of this pair, the New Zealand US dollar, over the last few days, selling the pair around the current levels might yield some short-term profits. Now let's move on to the US yen analysis.
The US dollar inched lower against the Japanese yen on Tuesday, decreasing the price of the US yen to less than 104 ahead of the release of US non-defense capital goods orders excluding aircraft news.
Now this pair, the US yen, is currently hovering around the 103.36 level. Looking at the chart closely once again, we can see the following support levels. At support 1, we can see it's at 102.87, a major horizontal support level. Support 2 is at 102.18, which is the lower trendline arm. Finally, the first support is at 102, even a psychological level.
And on the upside, the price is likely to hit some critical resistance levels. Looking at the chart carefully, the first resistance will be 104.10, which is the high of December 14, 2020. The second resistance will be 104.37, which is the upper trend line arm. And the third resistance will be 105 even, which is the psychological resistance level.
Okay, so the big news here is the US non-defense capital goods orders, excluding aircraft news. The US Census Bureau plans to release these numbers concerning the US non-defense capital goods orders, excluding aircraft, on Wednesday the 22nd, which is tomorrow. And according to economists' consensus, the US non-defense capital goods orders registered a reading of 0.6% in November as compared to a reading of 0.8% the previous month.
The US non-defense capital goods orders, excluding aircraft, stats reflect the cost of orders placed with the manufacturers of capital goods inside the US over the given time. Capital goods include all goods used in the production of services or goods excluding the aircraft and defense sectors. These goods are likely to have a useful life of 3 years or more.
The production of products and capitalized nature involves a large investment and is sensitive to the US economy. Generally speaking, a high reading suggests a bullish market for the USD Japanese yen pair ahead and vice versa.
In conclusion, given the macroeconomic outlook of the pair over the past few days, selling the US yen pair around current levels might be a sensible move in the short to medium term trading.
Now remember, as I always, trade with your head, not your heart. Only trade with what you can afford to lose, and always apply strict money and risk management techniques.
That's right. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and our Instagram at Forex Decoded. If you like our videos, don't forget to hit like button as well. See you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.